Hey guys, I just wanted to make another short video about what got accomplished this weekend. Didn't do a lot, but we started running some of the wires, the painless wiring harness. Started getting some of those situated to where they need to go. It's going to take a while, but we also basically, the seats are not mounted yet, but we got them in the general location where they need to go. These are out of a 1983 Chrysler New Yorker. Going to be a very comfortable ride. Going to hook up the power seat on the driver's side. But what I wanted to show you today is, if you guys have one of these old cars, one thing you can do to make them handle a lot better and not float around on the highway as much is, some of these cars came with a front sway bar. This one did not, but a friend of mine was building a gasser out of a 1950, and he gave me this front sway bar. And these cars actually have the tab to mount the sway bar on the lower control arm already there. Usually they're just folded back, and all I did was hammer them back in position, and everything bolted up really good. It made it handle a lot better getting on the highway. So that's one thing I'd recommend doing. And then also, another thing I did to this front end was I actually put shocks on the front end. So as you know, these cars basically have a dampener that's not really a shock, that goes from the lower control arm to the upper control arm. And what I did was take a, I believe it was like a 1978 Chevy pickup truck, 1500, and I used the lower shock mount that was already there, and I took a bed frame and I welded it to the frame, and I made the upper shock mount. And I reused the bushings out of the old shocks that came with it, because the bushing sizes were not correct. But all I did was take them out and put them back in the new shock, and that worked really well. It basically makes it handle a lot better. So I'd recommend doing that. It's a low budget tech for you. It won't take very long, and it'll make these cars handle a lot better if you're going to drive them. And here's just a little image of the Scarebird front disc brakes. Really easy. It was a bolt-on kit. I don't think I had to drill any holes out or anything. Didn't have a machine shop. It came with its own hub, and that's one thing I did this weekend. And then also, way back there, I put a Mr. Gasket transmission cooler on there. I still have to run the lines, but the aluminum fin cooler back there that you can mount on the frame rails. I used that on another car, and it worked really well. So that's just a couple things. Maybe it'll help you guys out while you're working on these cars. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube video if you can, and if you have any questions, just put them down in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. But it was really easy to do. If I remember right, these mounting holes were even in the frame, but I may have had to drill them out. It's been a long time, but they might have already been there. But that was a really quick install and made it handle a lot better. Alright, we'll see you next weekend.